Good evening, everybody. If we can find your seats when we're going to get started. Perfect. Thank you all so much. Good evening. Buenas tardes. My name is Isaiah Gonzalez, and it is my profound honor to welcome you to the 3rd Annual Cultural Commencement Celebration. And especially to welcome you all to Vermont. To the families, friends, and loved ones gathered here today, thank you. Thank you for your unwavering support, your sacrifices, and your beliefs in our graduates. This moment belongs to you as well. To our faculty and staff, your commitment to our cultural affinity groups and to every student of color has made this community stronger, more vibrant, and more just. You are champions, and we are grateful for you. Thank you. Tonight, I stand before you not only as the outgoing Student Bar Association president, but as the first Latino to ever hold this position. I carry that distinction with pride and with a deep sense of responsibility, because I know, like so many of you know that representation matters, that when one of us breaks through a barrier, we hold the door open for those who come after us. And I know, too, that we gather here at a time when diversity, equity, and inclusion are under an attack in our nation, when our communities are told time and time again that we do not belong or that our stories don't matter. But tonight, we answer those voices with the resounding truth. We are here, we belong, and our stories are powerful. This celebration today is not just about the stoles that we will receive later on or the music and food that we're enjoying. It is about honoring the journey of so many of you, because for so many of us, the path to this moment wasn't easy. Many of us are the first in our families to graduate from college, the first to earn a law degree, and the first to dream and achieve on this scale. We have faced obstacles that others may have never seen. But we have persisted. We have worked twice as hard, and we have done not just for ourselves, but for our families, our communities, and for those who will follow in our footsteps. This is why a cultural commencement matters. It is a recognition that our achievements are not just personal, they're communal. They're historic, and they are a testament to the power of diversity and to the strength that comes from our shared struggles and our shared triumphs. During my time as SBA president, I was proud to lead the SBA in reaffirming our commitment to DI, because DI is not just an acronym, it is a promise to see each other, to lift each other up, and to never let anyone's light be dimmed. Just last week, I had the privilege of speaking at the Vermont legislature about the resilience of the Latinx community. I spoke about how, despite generations of segregation, exclusion, and attempts to erase our presence, we have endured. And I know that every community represented here tonight, the Black, Indigenous, and Asian and Latinx community, all have the same story. Our presence here is an act of courage. Our success is a declaration that nothing can stop us. As we celebrate tonight, let's remember we are our ancestors' wildest dreams. We are the hope that endures and the future that cannot be denied. In closing, I leave you with a powerful Mexican proverb that beautifully encaptures our journeys. Quisieron enterrarnos, pero no sabíamos que éramos semillas. This is translated to, they tried to bury us, but they didn't know that we were seeds. This simple yet profound truth reminds us that every attempt to silence us, to exclude us, or to diminish our communities only plants roots for new growth, new strength, and a new life. Tonight, as we celebrate your achievements, remember that you are those seeds, resilient, powerful, and destined to bloom. Congratulations, class of 2025. This is your moment. Celebrate it and know that you're paving a way for generations to come. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And now I would like to welcome to the stage our Interim Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Sutip Lam. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce our speaker for the night, Becky Fu von Trapp. I first met Becky during one of my first trips to China while working for the U.S.-Asia Partnership for Environmental Law. And I knew then, at that time, she was already showing a lot of dedication to working in cross-border legal work. And then I got to know her even better when she came to Vermont Law and Graduate School for her LLM program in 2011. And from the start, it was clear that she brought both passion and purpose to her work. And since then, Becky has created a remarkable career. First of all, she just recently started her own law firm, Von Trapp Law LLC. She specializes in immigration law, and her work spans the globe, helping businesses bring talent to the U.S., supporting individuals and investors navigating complex immigration processes, and guiding countless clients in pursuit of their American dream. She has represented a diverse, impressive range of clients, from higher educational institutions and healthcare providers to entrepreneurs, entertainers, and multinational corporations. Her path has been shaped by international education, public service, and time in private practice and family business. And most importantly, her own experience as going through the immigration system, which actually inspired her to become a lawyer and help others in their journeys. And in addition to all of that, she's also a part of the legendary Von Trapp family, whose story has been, captured in the big screen in the movie The Sound of Music. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming the accomplished lawyer, devoted advocate, and truly a global citizen, Becky Von Trapp.
Good evening, graduates, faculty, families, and honored guests. First of all, I want to thank Sutip for her very kind introduction. She made me sound like a superwoman, and I'm very flattered for that. Thank you, Sutip. It is a tremendous honor to be here with you tonight, here in the heart of Vermont, surrounded by the hills, the stories, and this incredible community. To the graduates of Vermont Law and Graduate School, JDs, LLMs, master students, congratulations. You made it. And you didn't just complete a degree. You crossed the borders, you uprooted comfort, you stepped into uncertainty, and you overcome. This ceremony, the cultural commencement, is a celebration of far more than academic achievement. It is about identity, culture, and courage. It is about the long and often invisible journeys we take across oceans, institutions, and expectations. Journeys that don't show up on a transcript, but shape who we are as lawyers, advocates, and people. Let me begin by sharing my story. I was a law student in China when I met a professor from Vermont Law School who was teaching environmental law in my law school as a Fulbright scholar. I took his U.S. environmental law lesson, and as time goes on, we became very good friends. When he and his family returned to Vermont, they asked me if I would like to come to study at Vermont Law School. And to today, I believe this question has changed the course of my life. I replied saying that it sounded wonderful, but also like a distant dream. I wasn't sure if they were serious, but they were, and with their help and encouragement, I applied, was accepted, and eventually came to Vermont and stayed with them. That 1-year LLM endeavor was meant to be just 1 year, a year that I would learn environmental law from Vermont Law School. But it became something more. It became a new beginning. I fell in love with Vermont. That year led to a job with the state of Vermont. Then a decision to stay. I built a career. I started a family and married my husband, Sam von Trapp, who's the grandson of Maria von Trapp, who inspired the legendary movie, The Sound of Music, which Sutip just mentioned. And I found my voice as a lawyer. None of it was planned, but it was meant to be. We never truly know what life will bring us. But I have learned this. Sometimes when the future is uncertain, the best thing we can do is to embrace it bravely. And that professor who once encouraged me to come here is now about to become the dean of Chicago College of Law. Life comes full circles in ways we can't imagine. But let me tell you another story, one that shaped me just as much. On my first day practicing law, I arrived early, eager, and nervous. A senior male attorney, an off-counsel, walked by, looked at me, and said, "You look so young. I saw you are an intern." He probably thought it was a harmless comment, maybe even a compliment, but it stung. Later that day, I told my supervisor, my mentor, what he had said to me. She looked at me very seriously, and she said something I have never forgotten. She said, "That is wrong. You should never be judged by your appearance, especially not by a senior male colleague. And you should never accept comments, however casual, that diminish your presence or professionalism." That moment stayed with me. Because the truth is, in your career, you will receive praise that's actually condescension. You will be underestimated. You may be exoticized, dismissed, tokenized. People will look at your gender, your accent, your skin, your age, and think they know what you are capable of. Don't. Don't let them decide that for you. You are more than how others see you, more than what they expect. You are not here to conform. You are here to transform. You, the graduates we honor tonight, have already proven what it means to rise. Some of you came here after already practicing law in your home countries. Some of you speak several languages. Some of you faced immigration hurdles to get here and may still be navigating them. Some of you left behind parents, partners, and children in pursuit of something greater, and still you overcame. That strength, that endurance, that commitment to purpose, that is what the legal profession needs. Because the world does not need more lawyers who simply know the rules. It needs lawyers who understand people, lawyers who can translate not just language, but perspective, lawyers who see injustice not as theory, but as daily reality. You are those lawyers. And VLGS has given you more than a degree. It has given you a community, a school where environmental justice, social equity, and global responsibility are not slogans. They are the foundation. You now carry those values forward into every space you enter, whether that's a courtroom, a classroom, a legislature, or a village council. So what comes next? Some of you will return to your home countries to fight for climate justice or human rights. Some of you will remain in the United States to advocate for immigrants or refugees. Some will work in compliance, in energy, in government, in the private sector, or in global NGOs. Some of you may still be figuring it out, and that's okay too. Whatever your path is, walk it fully. And please, do not ever diminish what makes you different. Don't sand down your accent. Don't silence your story. Don't fold yourself into someone else's version of a real lawyer. Your identity is not a liability. It is your leadership. And when it gets hard, and it will, remember this. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are part of a global community of advocates and change makers. You carry your family's history, your culture's strength, and now the tools of the law all in one hand. Use them wisely, build bridges, speak truth, be bold in your vision, and humble in your service. Because law is not static. It is living, breathing, and evolving. And with you at hand, it will bend toward justice. Let me leave you with a thought that has guided me over the years. Words from Immanuel Kant. Two things fill the mind with ever new and increasing wonder and awe: the starry heavens above me and the moral law within me. May you always be guided by both. Congratulations, class of 2025. You are rooted, you are rising, and the world is better because of you. Thank you.
Howdy, everyone. My name is Christina Williams, and I was the diversity chair for SBA for this 24-25 session. One thing I want to say is that we are one another's people. I can recall my first week being here, and I was never on financial aid in my undergrad, and so this was my first experience doing that, and I didn't have money for books. And so my upstairs neighbor happened to be in the same cohort that I was the year before and gave me all of their books so I could read my assignments for the first week of class. And filling the void and establishing access is what we do. And with that being said, I will pass the mic back to my former upstairs neighbor, Isaiah Gonzalez, who will introduce Apalsa.
Hello, everybody. You'll probably get tired of my voice this weekend, but I am speaking on behalf of the Asian and Pacific Islander Law Student Association on behalf of Kaya Mark. Kaya Mark is the incoming SBA president and served as the president of Apalsa this year, and these are the words that she had for the graduates. Congratulations, Sam, Christine, Julie, and Olivia, our wonderful Apalsa members. I am so proud of you and how far you've come. With the revocation of affirmative action and the constant mischaracterization of Asian Americans as the model minority, AAPI have often struggled to find our place among people of color. Out of over 1.3 million lawyers in the United States, only 7% identify as Asian American. You four stand here today being part of this population. May marks the start of Asian and Pacific Islander American Heritage Month, with a special meaning for the Chinese community. On May 10, 1869, Chinese and Irish immigrants, laborers, completed construction on the Transcontinental Railroad, opening the way for industrial development across the United States. 13 years later, Congress passed the Chinese Exclusion Act, making Chinese the first people to be excluded from the US due to their race and national origin. Today, xenophobia and racial discrimination continues. This administration ruthlessly targets people of color and immigrants of all races and ethnicities. But like our Latinx, Black, and Indigenous peers, AAPI continues to rise. Here we are, here you are, about to walk that stage. Congratulations to all who stand here today, and despite the numerous odds against us, and for continuing to persist, despite the political climate and the trauma that is law school. You have worked so hard, and we are so proud of you. Please continue to leave your mark on this world, and congratulations. And of course, I made a mistake. Can the Apolsa graduates please come up to the stage so we can bestow you with your stoles? So if I could have Samantha Privet please come to the right of the podium. After graduation, Samantha will be commissioning into the United States Air Force JAG Corps, where she is honored to begin her service as a military attorney. She looks forward to continuing her work in energy security and contributing to the protection of our nation's critical infrastructure. Congratulations, Samantha. If I could have Olivia Ng please come up. Olivia will be returning to her hometown in northern New York and joining the St. Lawrence County Public Defender's Office as an assistant public defender. Congratulations, Olivia. If I could have Christine Monaco please come up. After graduation, Christine will be moving back to home and taking the Nevada bar exam in July. Following that, she hopes to work locally until federal positions reopen. Congratulations, Christine. Congratulations. And Julie O wasn't able to join us today, but we also would like to congratulate her. So congratulations to Julie. And with that, that's the Apolsa graduates. Congratulations.
Next, we have incoming Bolsa President Kyle Glover, who will be introducing Bolsa. Here we go.
Good evening. Good evening. May I have our Bolsa graduates come up to the stage, please? It is an honor and privilege to stand before you today as the incoming president of the Black Law Student Association for the 2025 and 2026 academic year. But tonight is not about what's ahead. It's about celebrating the incredible accomplishments of BALSA's class of 2025. This year, under the steadfast leadership of Nakaja Fralin, our chapter has truly embodied excellence, selfless service, and solidarity. On behalf of Nakaja and the entire executive board, I want to recognize the remarkable initiatives that have shaped our year such far. Building resources like our outline bank and textbook exchange that ensured academic success was never out of reach. Nurturing community through our mentorship program and quarterly study jams that reminded us we're never in this alone. Prioritizing mental health, connecting students with self-care tools and the compassionate support from the mental health support services here, and countless national connections made for this chapter. Each of these achievements is more than a bullet point on a report. They're reflections of who we are, a collective that shows up for each other, uplifts one another, and thrives together. As we continue towards greater inclusivity and unity, I submit to you all a message from the former president, Nakaja Fralin. Congratulations, BALSA graduates. She says, you've done it. The long nights that become long days that sometimes ended up being a long year has come to a close. I'm incredibly grateful to have seen persistence and strength in each and every action you all have taken. Today, we celebrate this road that you've traveled and thank you for paving the way for our other students. As each of you've taken has made it even one step easier for the next student. I'm incredibly proud of you. Thank you for showing me that this journey, no matter what it throws, can be tackled. You're an inspiration, and I can't wait to see how you shine in your next chapter. Sorry, I couldn't be here today to celebrate you. I am sending so much love. Congrats, graduates. Your president, Nakaja Fralin. And from me to the graduating class, you have made this community better, stronger, and more resilient. You leave behind a legacy, and so we look ahead, we carry that legacy forward. On behalf of BALSA, thank you, and again, congratulations, class of 2025, BALSA. May Laura Aje Kumhimne please come up. Laura credits Vermont Law and Graduate School with providing a strong foundation from which she is committed to advancing her education in food and agricultural law while seeking impactful opportunities in the food industry. She aims to contribute to building safer, more equitable, and sustainable food systems through legal research, policy development, and cross-sector collaboration. Laura Aje Kuhimne. May Amor Richards come up. This summer, Amor will be returning home to the tri-state area to work as a law clerk at Leadership Education Equity, an education nonprofit. In the fall, she will be externing in New York City with Super Law Group, an environmental litigation law firm. Amor Richards. May Idara Andy come up. After graduation, Idara plans to work on international energy projects to promote clean and reliable energy systems and contribute to advancing renewable energy development in Africa. She aims to support the continent's growing renewable energy sector which is experiencing significant investment and expansion in solar, wind, and hydropower projects, helping to meet Africa's increasing energy demand sustainably. Idara Andy. Pius Joseph. Pius plans to take the bar and help raise the next generation of animal lawyers. We would also like to congratulate Killian Delanoy and Julie Serafini. May we please give them a round of applause. Thank you again on behalf of the Black Law Student Association here. Oh my gosh, it's on the back page. Okay, I looked right back at him. So sorry. Okay. Much praise and hell to Octavius Henderson. After graduation, Octavius plans to stay in Vermont as an attorney at Pratt, Vreeland, and White, based in Rutland. Congratulations, Octavius. Also, Emmanuel Amarini. Congratulations. Thank you all again on behalf of BALSA.
I'm not as tall, and neither is the next person coming up. So introducing also, we have Suhey Aguirre Morales, who is this up-and-coming Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Chair, and a student ambassador. Come on. You have them all.
Hi. Sorry, I don't want to cry, but I feel like I am. Okay, so buenas tardes, good evening. It is my pleasure to be here today and celebrate LASA's graduating class of 2025. Becoming president of LASA this past year, I knew I had big shoes to fill because Isaiah, leadership was amazing, and he was my mentor since the very beginning. But it has been an honor get to know every single one of you. We also hosted so many events, and which I'm so proud of all of us, that we did apple picking with, So we did apple picking with, because of PALSA. We also did a panel with the Energy Law Society, and we also collaborated with the Career Services, SBA, and the Office of DEI into creating Raíces Verdes. We also had so many other celebrations, such as Dia de los Muertos, Noche de Carnaval, and also so many potlucks that so everyone could enjoy and enjoy our cultural food. During this administration, it has been very tough for a lot of the community here. That I always felt that I wish I could do more. But I think the way that our community has been right now is we're here to support, and the support from the school has been very thankful and nice for all of us. But I am proud that our community has allowed us to further our goal, to represent the rich diversity that Latinx and also Caribbean culture has here and in the school, and to advocate for change and to raise awareness of the issues facing our communities at this moment in time. According to recent studies, only 5% of all lawyers are of Hispanic origin, and only 23.5% are with a master's degree. Many of us come from immigrant families, and the resilience and the sacrifices that they have made and that you have made here too, to be here, is celebrated. And your academic journey that has led you here is celebrated. This is why we are here today, to celebrate all the cultures in VOGS. So thank you Felicidades, and I'm gonna call everyone's name. Thank you. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Huh? Oh yeah, I'm gonna say. Sorry, I'm gonna call every person's name up right now. Carlos Contreras Lopez, Margarita Chavez, Jackie Perez, Isaiah Gonzalez, and Yanisa Rodriguez. Thank you. Okay. Is everyone here? Okay. So, Carlos Contreras Lopez. Okay. So, after graduation, Carlos will begin a judicial clerkship in New Jersey and will be taking the New York bar exam this July. Congrats. Okay. Marita Chavez. After graduation, Maggie will stay in Vermont to continue learning about the restorative justice pre and post education services aimed at helping rehabilitate parties and strategies to ease the strain on our court dockets. Thank you. Felicidades. Okay. Jackie Perez. After graduating from VLGS, Jackie will be joining a brownfield remediation firm as an associate attorney, where she has already spent the past year gaining valuable experience as a law clerk. She is excited to continue contributing to the firm's environmental work in a larger capacity. Congrats. Isaiah Gonzalez. After losing a job with the DOJ, Isaiah will be a public defender in Albany, New York, developing their immigration unit. Congrats. Yanisa Rodriguez. She's not here, but I will still say what she's gonna do. Yanisa will be taking the Florida bar and also moving back to Miami to help protect the natural resources she loves and calls home as an environmental attorney. She is grateful for the past 3 years and also excited to see where everyone's journeys leads next. So, congrats. And last note, felicidades for all of them. So, yes. Thank you.
Next, we have Deanna Smith, who is introducing NALSA. She moved from Utah and is passionate about being an ally for all affinity groups. She was an active member of NALSA and just finished her 1L year here at VLGS.
Hello and welcome. This year, NALSA has continued to hold space for truth, community, and each other. Throughout the year, we built relationships, supported one another, and ensured Native voices were seen and heard on campus. We rewrote our bylaws to reflect a decolonized, community-based model of leadership, recreated our logo and imagery to better reflect Native identity, and promoted a day of truth and reconciliation where we honored the children and families who were torn apart in efforts to disenfranchise and erase Indigenous peoples of this continent. NALSA hosted our first organization's Thanksgiving Reclamation event in partnership with the Animal Law Society. This event created space for reflection and dialogue and visibility around the false truth of the first Thanksgiving. We co-sponsored a Sustainable Climate Action Symposium with the Environmental Law Society and Environmental Justice Law Society, centering Indigenous perspectives and informed advocacy. In collaboration with the Diversity Committee and the VLGS Federalist Society, we co-sponsored an event, One Small Step, a StoryCorps initiative designed to bring people together with different views through honest conversation. We hosted a community screening of Rumble with support from the Royalton Community Radio, and this event brought Vermonters and community members to VLGS to learn about the powerful influence of Native Americans, musicians in shaping blues, rock, Americana, and pop music. We focused on building meaningful allyship and worked with others in campus organizations to amplify shared values and connection. Today, we get to honor Catherine Keener. To know Kate is to love Kate, honestly. Kate, thank you. Your presence and your compassion mattered. Your leadership and resolve moved this organization forward and helped many who needed it most. You have modeled characteristics in leadership and in strength, and your impact will have positive lasting effects on the VLGS community and the Native American Law Student Association for future years to come. Kate, we love you and we will miss you. Congratulations, and come on up. Kate is going to be returning home to Wisconsin after she graduates, and we're so excited to see all that she does. So,
we're right on time. So as we come to close of this, the close of this ceremony, I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you, students, family and friends, faculty, honor guests, for being part of this special occasion. I also would like to thank the organizers, Isaiah Gonzalez, Christina Williams, Maggie Dakin, and Ashley Zaya for guiding us on this organizing of this project. And also, I want to thank the IT department, Brian Bashaw and Bill Bond, and the communications department for making this event so successful. And also thank you for the cafeteria for nourishing us. And one more thing. The photographer would like to take a picture of all the graduates after this event. So if you can step out into the lawn area, they would like to take a picture. But I want to say, tonight we didn't just celebrate, academic achievement. We celebrated the diverse cultures and identities that actually have defined this community, that actually made this community very special. So to our graduates, you have not only crossed a milestone in education, but you've done so while carrying forward your stories, your values, and your traditions that have shaped you. So as you start your next chapter of your lives, let them guide you, ground you, and inspire those around you. So congratulations, class 2025. I wish you the best.